Hello, this is your virtual life coach, Michael Lewis. The Princess in the Dark World. Once upon a time when stars and sunsets were still in fashion and the world had not yet lost its glow of fresh and magical wonder, there lived a princess, a wonderful one-of-a-kind princess she was. She was the princess of all the things you can neither see nor touch. One morning as she gazed out her window, seeing nothing, of course, but feeling only hope, joy, faith, and love, an idea came knocking at her door. It was a strange idea, one she had never encountered before, but as it was, after all, a stranger, she welcomed it into her world, just as you or I would welcome a stranger that came knocking. The idea, though muddy from wind and rain and not well formed as yet, went something like this. If I can feel hope, then why not despair? If I can feel joy, then why not sorrow? If I can feel faith, then why not doubt? And if I can feel love, then why not hate? The princess, seeing the idea's rough and ill appearance, asked it inside and gave it shelter and a warm fire and a bit of soup, just as you or I might give shelter and soup to a stranger on our doorstep who appeared chilly and unwell. In the fullness of time, the idea gained strength and vigor and decided it was time to depart the princess's domain and seek its fortune. Bidding farewell, the idea asked the princess what it could do to repay her kind attention. The princess answered, "You need not remember me. Just remember there is kindness at the heart of all hope, joy, faith, and love." The idea knelt and kissed the princess's hand. "I will remember," it said, and went off into the world. Many sunsets, storms, and tides passed, and the idea flourished and gained dominion in the world. People saw that hope can become despair, joy can become sorrow, faith can turn into doubt, and even love can turn into hate. They not only saw these things, but some profited by them, sowing greed and falsehood into the idea and thus multiplying by thousands and thousands the grief and dismay of the world. And the idea did not remember that kindness was at the heart of all hope, joy, faith, and love. And so it broke its promise to the princess, doubting at the end that there even had been a princess, or that there were things that you could neither see nor touch, but only feel. And the world became cold and dark, as those who still believed in things that cannot be seen or touched grew few and huddled together for warmth and light. And the princess of all things you can neither see nor touch gazed out her window, seeing nothing but feeling a heaviness in her heart, just as you or I might feel when our dreams have taken a wrong turn or two. And then one morning, an idea came knocking. It was a strange idea, one she had never encountered before. But as it was, after all, a stranger, she welcomed it into her world, just as you or I would welcome a stranger that came knocking. The idea, though muddy from wind and rain, and not well formed as yet, went something like this. Understanding. Just that. Understanding. The princess, seeing the idea's rough and ill appearance, asked it inside and gave it shelter and a warm blanket and a bit of porridge, just as you or I might give shelter and a bit of porridge to a stranger on our doorstep who appeared chilly and unwell. In the fullness of time, the idea gained strength and vigor and decided it was time to depart the prince's domain and seek its fortune. Bidding farewell, the idea asked the princess what it could do to repay her kind attention. The princess had grown wiser with experience, and so the answer she gave to this idea was different. "You, understanding, shall henceforth be my emissary to the world. Whenever and wherever there is sorrow, despair, doubt, and hate, you will appear as the path toward hope, joy, faith, and love, even if only those who see you will take it." Understanding knelt and kissed the princess's hand. "I will obey," it said, and went off into the world. Understanding kept its promise to the princess. And so from that day until this, it is so. If you or I see or feel despair, sorrow, doubt, or hate within ourselves or others, simply taking the path to understanding will lessen despair and let hope come back. Simply taking the path to understanding will ease sorrow and open the door one day to joy. Simply taking the path to understanding will allay doubt and allow faith to spring anew. And most of all, only by taking the path to understanding can we eliminate hate, replacing it with kindness and love so that we all may truly live happily ever after. That's all I have to say. Love each other, take your vitamins, observe posted speed limits, and never lose sight of who you are. Never, never, never lose sight of who you are. So long for now.